Right, here's more first footage from the Gitup Git2 Pro. As I say, it's taken in 1080p, 60 frames a second, image stabilization on, colors set to vivid. And I'll just make some general remarks about my first impressions about the camera. One is the menu system is definitely better than the Dasny P2 Plus, which I never really conquered and was amazingly complex. And even though the Dasny has a 2-inch screen on the back and the Gitup has a 1.5-inch screen, the Gitup screen is very, very clear. I think it's higher res than the Dasny one. And I found it easier to navigate, even though I messed it up completely on Sunday when I took it out and had it set on time-lapse rather than video. It does take a bit of getting used to. You've got 3 buttons that you're using at the same time, and it's a bit like playing a piano. Not that I can play the piano, but you know, you've got all your fingers moving, and it's sort of almost like playing a musical instrument. And the purpose of this file is just to show you going around Bredon Hill, so you can compare it with all the other combination of cameras and bikes, all my other videos that I put up, so that you can compare it. You can go right back to when I had an ER5 and was relearning motorcycling and, you know, ploughing around Bredon Hill on that. And this is on the ZX6R, of course. And as you can see, I think it flatters my riding actually. It looks nice and smooth, doesn't it? And I tend to, especially on this bike, I tend to be a bit pointy squirty. Ooh, pheasant. But yeah, so it's just a general ride around. You can see for various times the sun goes in, the sun comes out. We go under trees, we go through little woods. We go through villages, we go to areas where the screen gets very, very busy, and judge for yourselves. I mean, I think it's, to be honest, I think it's absolutely excellent. I think it's a bit better than the Dasny, to be honest. It's certainly easier to use. It's smaller, it's lighter, so I suspect it's got a smaller battery in it, which is why it conked out at, is it Great Combaton? Because we only actually managed to get about 3/4 of the way around Bredon Hill before the battery conked out. But I've been down Seven Bends Road. I've been doing all the image stabilization tests. I don't think, however, it's going to last as long as the Dasny did, which presumably has a bigger battery in it, and is not putting any greater load on the battery than this one. They've sort of got a broadly similar set of features. There was a good light and dark bit, wasn't there? It adjusted quite quickly. Yeah, so that's it. So I'll leave you to the ride, and I'll see you at the end. One more thing I should point out is I've got it set to loop recording 5-minute intervals, and there's a jump like that between the clips, which I've left in just to show you that it does overlap. You could take that out in editing, it's a bit fiddly, but you can do it if you want. I mean, it doesn't make a hell of a lot of difference to me. I just thought I'd point that out. Okay, we're coming up to the end now. Unfortunately, the battery conks out. It's done well. It's done well enough to cover most of my journeys, to be honest. This guy is pulling into the right. It's not indicating, so I didn't really know what he was doing. Yeah, but yeah, as I say, just along here the battery conks out. So that was it. I think that gives you a fair idea of what this camera is capable of in, well, what I would say was sort of typical English conditions. I am very, very happy with it, I must admit. I think it's better than the P2 so far. We'll see. I mean, it depends whether it stops working like the P2 did. The P2 Plus, I don't know. We'll see. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching.